when I did the initial review of our room, it was nighttime, so you guys could not see this beautiful, absolutely marvelous view that we have. First of all, we have the lovely trees and the greenery, and you see the rest of the balconies and the beautiful boardwalk around us. But the coolest part is you get to watch all the Skyliners go by, and I think that's super cool. I love it. You get to see both this route, and then you see this route, and then right behind that you see another one over there going that away. So you see both routes of the Skyliner right in front of you. It's really cool. I love it. And also, it was too dark to really see our balcony, so I'm standing right at the end of our balcony right now. But look how big it is. I mean, there's the end of it right here. There we go. So there's that. So there's one chair, and then I come to the end here. And 2, 3, 4. It's a huge balcony. So I'm wondering, because we're a one bedroom, which means we have a separate master bedroom from the family room, whereas the studios are all in one room. So I'm wondering if all of these on this side with all the big balconies, they're all one bedrooms, because that door right there, that opens up into me and Scott's bedroom. And then you have this door here right behind me that opens up into the family room, living room, kitchen area. So I bet you that the studios have the smaller balconies. So let me see if I can focus in. I mean, I'm not sure because I haven't stayed at a studio here before, but I'm wondering if maybe that balcony is a studio. I don't know. If anyone has stayed at a studio at the boardwalk, comment below and let me know if everybody has huge balconies like this. I don't think so, because if you're in a studio, you would only have the one doorway coming and going. You wouldn't have the second one, but I'm really just guessing about that, because if all of the balconies are this big, that's pretty cool. I do think, though, and when we walk by the boardwalk tonight, I'm gonna look up at the rooms, and I kind of remember those balconies were kind of smaller, but again, I don't remember. We're gonna have to walk by, but nevertheless, our balcony is really awesome, so I'm pretty psyched. And this is awesome. The other view you can get is the view of the boardwalk itself, which is really cool, and one day we want to do that, but it was a few more points, because we're using our DVC points, and if you're using, your cash, so it's gonna be a little more expensive than this view, this is actually, we chose a standard view. So this is what we got for a standard view, which is really cool. Sometimes when you pick a standard view, you get the parking lot and a garbage can or something, but but here, this is cool. If this is a standard view, I love it. This is a great standard view. But yeah, one day we do want to go ahead and choose the boardwalk view, because then you get the lake and everything, and I think that'll be super cool. As I was just talking about our balcony, I looked over to our neighbors, and they have a divider in their balcony, and they have a smaller one. It's just 2 chairs. So now I'm wondering if next door to us is a studio. It's not a 1 bedroom. So see that, I just noticed right next to us is a smaller balcony. So there you go. That, I'm thinking, might be a studio, and then the other side might be another studio. And then down there, you see more of the larger balconies, just like us, which I guess those are the 1 bedrooms. We are leaving our room at the boardwalk. We want to get to Hollywood Studios today. And to get to Hollywood Studios, we actually went towards the buses, and then there was a sign that said, take watercraft. And we were like, oh yeah, that's right. When you're staying at the boardwalk, you're right on the lake here. So you actually hop on a boat, and it takes you right to Hollywood Studios. So this is gonna be super fun. Now the other weird thing is, well, it's not weird, it's very common. It's really stormy. I mean, the storm clouds are coming in. It's supposed to be thunder and lightning, and it's getting windy. So we don't know what our day is gonna be like. We just bought some ponchos from the gift shop. So we're just gonna take it by ear and see what's gonna happen. So we went over to the watercraft, and we were just told by an awesome cast member named Mike that because the lightning is within 10 miles of here right now, all watercraft and the Skyliner actually are down, because for safety purposes. So he said there's actually, it's a 10-minute walk from the boardwalk to Hollywood Studios, and he gave us a little shortcut here that we're gonna take around the pool, and just there's gonna be signs that say Hollywood Studios, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna see what happens. Here is the pool, and look at those gray skies. They're saying the storm is coming, so this is the shortcut. See, it says Hollywood Studios. So you come right to the Luna pool, and this path, we're gonna take it right straight there. They say it's gonna be about a 10-minute walk. And so far, since it's not raining yet, and the temperature has dropped significantly, and I don't mean like dropped cold, I mean it just feels great. It almost feels like it's like, almost like 70s, yeah, like really nice. Considering it's been like crazy on the surface of the sun heat, this is really pleasant. If it actually stayed like this all day without rain, I'd be super happy. But you could see those dark clouds. They look kind of nasty. And like I said, they said that because of lightning, everything is down, we gotta walk. And if it stays down though, they said that the bus services will start running. Right now, usually, because you can take a boat to Hollywood Studios, they never have buses available. But if it's like many hours of a storm, they will, the buses will start. So you know, in case you don't want to walk through like, you know, hardcore storm to get back for the 10-minute walk. But see, here's a sign again. It says Hollywood Studios, and there's the water. He said you're just going to walk along the water, which is actually beautiful. There's a swan and dolphin. And yeah, I just saw some lightning. Yes, and I felt a sprinkle, and I have my trusty umbrella with me, and Scott and I just purchased ponchos at the Boardwalk gift shop. Nicholas has opted, he has his own actual like rain jacket, he likes that better. Oh, and we are going this way. Yes, so the sign is right there, Scott's right. We go down these stairs, we make a left. See, there's a swan and dolphin. We make a left, here's the water. Ooh, you guys hear that? You guys hear that thunder? Out in the distance. I'm hoping we get to the studios before it hits, because this will be a really pleasant walk. Oh, I think I saw lightning. It's actually really nice walk right now. This feels great. There's like a little breeze. It's in the 70s. There's like barely any humidity. It almost feels like we're back in California. So that's kind of cool. A couple of drops just, oh, I saw it. That was a big one. On our walk, I noticed this beautiful, very large, awesome tennis court here. This is Boardwalk's tennis court. So for you guys who'd like to come and play a game or two of tennis, it's right here and it's right by the water. What a great view to play tennis. Very nice. And there's a sign, danger, alligators and snakes in the area. Yikes. So you gotta be careful. I mean, we have been told by a cast member that in Florida, if there's any amount of water, even the smallest little pond, assume there is an alligator in there, because 9 times out of 10 there is. So it's not like in California where you can just go right up to the water and, you know, stick your feet in and think everything's cool. And it's not. You got to be super duper careful here, and especially if you have little ones, don't let them go up near to the water over there. And I always tell Nicholas, right now he's older, so it doesn't matter, when we'd come here and he's younger and he'd be running around in the grass and everything, we're walking through the paths, I would tell him, don't like go and stick your hand in the bushes and all that kind of stuff, because there could be snakes easily. So just stay on the path and you're safe. Right ahead is Hollywood Studios. That was actually a really quick and very pleasant walk, I gotta tell you guys. Oh, and there's lightning. So if you don't want to take the boat, you can easily walk. This was nothing. Oh man, that was so cool. That was a huge lightning. My trusty umbrella is out. I just switched over from one camera to the other camera. This is my GoPro, so you guys might notice a little difference here, because it's gonna be a wet day and this is gonna be much safer camera-wise. But just look at it, it's just gorgeous. There's a Tower of Terror. That's the boat that would be normally taking us to and from Hollywood Studios, but right now, of course, it's not running. But look how pretty everything is. I just love this. This walk is actually great. So as you guys can see, there's a Skyliner and it has stopped. They've emptied all the guests out because they will not run it when there is a possibility of lightning strikes, of course, because you're sitting in a like little tin box with lightning. So that kind of would suck. We are in Hollywood Studios, so it's just sprinkling right now. So it's kind of like you put your umbrella up, you put it down, you're like, I don't know. So we got reservations at the last minute for the Brown Derby for lunch, so we're super psyched. If you're trying to get dining reservations at home before you come to your Disney World trip and everything's all booked up, which is quite common because Disney dining is very competitive, don't worry about it too much, because now there's a very good chance that when you're here on property, if you check in your Disney My Disney Experience app, there are many times where people cancel their reservations, reschedule, you know, their plans change. It actually happens quite often. And it happened to us right now. So we actually tried to get Disney Derby, or the Brown Derby reservations before coming, and it was all booked up. But right now, as soon as we entered the park, Scott was like, let's just give it a shot. So he got his phone out, got onto the My Disney Experience app, and there it was. There was an opening like within 40 minutes. So give that a try. Don't think just because you couldn't get it beforehand, you're not going to be able to get in. I've had it happen for many of my clients for things like Be Our Guest, Cinderella's Royal Table, and a lot of other places, Sci-Fi Diner, everything. So, you know, even like 24 hours prior, 48 hours prior to the day that you want, just keep checking every day. And even when you're in the park or when you get up in the morning, check. People reschedule, people's plans change. Like right now it's raining, so people might be, you know, making other plans to go do other stuff, maybe switch parks. So we're pretty psyched about that. Never been to the Brown Derby. This is gonna be fun. A little fun fact. So do you see how the radio station for the Aerosmith Rock and Roller Coaster food kiosk is KRNR, which is K Rock and Roll? I found out recently that all the radio stations on the West Coast start with the letter K, and the ones on the East Coast start with the letter W, like WKRP in Cincinnati, which is a show from my era. But I actually really didn't know that. I had no clue that there was a thing. So because, you know, Aerosmith's ride is supposed to be happening in California because they're in Hollywood and they're trying to get to a concert at the Hollywood Bowl, if I'm not mistaken. So that's why the radio station is KRNR. So just a little fun little fact there that I was this age when I learned.
Available space for our friends coming in behind us, please. As you can see, Aerosmith is laying down a few tracks. As courtesy to the band, we do ask for no flash photography fence and no flash photography fees. Please do not sit, stand, or climb on the silver handrails. Again, do not sit, stand, or climb on the silver handrails for your own safety. Thank you.
Wow. All right. Hey, don't mind us. We'll be finished in just a minute. Yeah.
What's that? Hey. What are you guys still doing here? You're supposed to be at a show. We're working out.
I'd like to introduce our lovely manager.
Yeah, she's usually not like this. Yeah, she's really worse.
I heard that. Where is my limo? Good. Okay, come on, guys. Please get in the car. Sorry, folks. We gotta go.
Make sure you know where this is.
Chris, can you grab my blacklist, Paul?
Hey, wait a minute. We can't leave these people here like this.
We can't?
No.
Come on, you know how we feel about our fans.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, guys, what do you expect me to do? Send them all with you?
Wait a minute. I love that idea. How about some backstage passes?
Oh.
Yeah.
Make it happen. They'll get out of here. I hate all of you.
See ya.
Bye, Sal. It's me. Listen, I'm gonna need a bigger car. Make it a stretch. In fact, make it a super stretch. Great.
You're welcome for those backstage passes, friends. Continue moving all the way forward. Can't have that party happy at all times.
It's all the way across town. But I got you a really fast car. Okay, wait. It's out in the alley.
Disney's Hollywood Studios, and we were looking for a snack, like a little snacky poo. So Scott found this. This is a Mickey brownie. This is right next to Pizza Rizzo. There's like a little kiosk right there. You can get like bottled water, Gatorade and stuff, and they have this. So we haven't had it yet. Usually we're like a Cookie Jack's cookie num num kind of person, but we're gonna give this a try. Here we go. Ready? It's kind of weird to open up. It looks like it has like gold flecks though. Like it's kind of cool. There goes one right there. There's no cookie num num. Okay. I like brownies. Hard pass. Here you go. I'm a major chocolate connoisseur.
Yeah, you're right. Can't get it out.
Yeah, first of all, you can't get it out, but that's not the point. Like Jack's, no, I said cookie num num. I've been saying it backwards. Jack's num num cookies. Like I faint. It's so good. And I love brownies and all that kind of stuff. Chocolate chip cookies. This one, first of all, is dry. It's like really dry. It looks like Scott's not enjoying it either. It's like dry. It's not gooey or anything. It's like actually stuck in my throat right now. Okay, so guys, hard pass. Don't get the Mickey brownies from that kiosk next to Pizza Rizzo. I do not recommend it. I'm gonna hold off on my dessert appetite until we get to a num num cookie, because that's what you should do for sure. Num num cookies all the way. When you guys come to Muppet Vision 3D, remember there's a lot of really neat things to take a look at, but you have to like look very carefully. You have to look up and down. And by up, I mean, so for example, when you're in line, look up, because look at those security cameras right there. Really cool. And look at the lights. You see the little eyeballs on the lights? Now, an example of looking down, let me show you what I mean by looking down. When you walk right in, so here's the entrance to Muppet 3D. Take a right here, and you're gonna see, here's a security guard, right? Almost security area, and he says, back in 5 minutes, key is under the mat. So we're gonna look down. There's the mat. Let's see if there's a key. And there it is. The key is under the mat.
Have the great honor of introducing the one, the Mr. Mickey Mouse.
Hello, my dear. Welcome to my
Whoa! You are not Mickey Mouse, you're a rat.
Well, that's besides, tourists. What do they know?
You get out of here!
Okay, first, look at my sunglasses.
Get out, get out, get out!
What's up, Donald Duck back here?
You get out!
Yes.
I apologize. Now there must be a safety instructions. First, when entering the theater, please move as far to the end of the row as possible. Stopping in the middle is distinctly unpatriotic. Second, do not attempt to walk. While wearing your 3D glasses, you may trip, and finally, you will...
I'm just showing how you can trip if you walk with your glasses on.
Will you stop this foolishness?
What foolishness would you like to see?
Will you get out of here? What now?
We're almost ready, Sam.
Oh, fine. Wait a second. Now, the performers will all go in the theater first, and then you, the audience, will be admitted. All right, performers, let us enter in an orderly fashion and provide an example.
beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound. A dimension of sight. A dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You just crossed over into the Twilight Zone. Hollywood, 1939. Amid the glitz and the glitter of a bustling young movie town at the height of its golden age, the Hollywood Tower Hotel was a star in its own right, a beacon for the show business elite. Now, something is about to happen that will change all that. Like the one we have just witnessed. Tonight's story in the Twilight Zone is somewhat unique and calls for a different kind of introduction. This, as you may recognize, is a maintenance service elevator, still in operation, waiting for you. We invite you, if you dare, to step aboard, because in tonight's episode, you are the star, and this elevator travels directly to the Twilight Zone. The Twilight Zone. One stormy night long ago, 5 people stepped through the door of an elevator full of nightmares. That door is opening once again. This time, it's opening for you. To discover what lies beyond the 5th dimension, beyond the deepest, darkest corner of the imagination, in the Tower of Terror. Welcome back to those of you who made it, and a friendly word of warning. Something you won't find in any guidebook. The next time you check into a deserted hotel in the dark side of Hollywood, make sure you know just what kind of vacancy you're filling, or you may find yourself a permanent resident of the Twilight Zone.
Hollywood Studios just closed. We went on the Tower of Terror. That was the last ride of the night. It was awesome. We had a great day. Look at that Tower of Terror right behind me. Look at all that color. It looks so gorgeous. And thanks for sharing this adventure with us today. Thanks for subscribing and hitting the thumbs up. And tomorrow we are on our way to the Kennedy Space Center. Woot woot! That's gonna be a blast. Get it? Thanks for watching Penny on the BL. Have a magical night.